you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. May as well call me DJ Raid Dad.
You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, never mind. Oh, that DJ.
I gotta admire your persistence, but my answer is still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to change the detective's mind.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. Say, this design's based on the old Chinese parable, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon. Yeah, that's it, a dragon. He had a thing for shields, see?
That's, not exactly the version we heard. No, but this one sounds way more exciting.
Anyway, it gets kinda gory after that. I'll spare you the details.
What?
About that jar. I think I've seen it somewhere.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives.
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
Something about it just makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Gantz?
Where could I have seen that before?
Attorneys and prosecutors have no purpose showing evidence outside trials. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved.
She really means it.
Lana. So she won't take, like, any evidence at all? That's kind of rough. Okay. Darn, this one's a bit tough. If I can't present anything to her, I guess I'll just check out. I bet you'd be pretty happy with the King of Attorneys shield too, huh? we defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Still, I wonder why the trophy's shield is broken. It is pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. Huh. Wait a second. Yeah, it's that right there. It's a friggin' picture. Hold on. Ah, I really thought that was it. Dang it. Alright. But this isn't oh, whoops. I skipped a couple things. But this isn't related to that case, remember? You said so yourself. So I did. Chief Gant gave this to you that day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department. Oh? I think we're okay. It was just a short little stutter. The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense. A certain detective comes to mind. Yeah. Darn. I'm totally at a loss of where to continue. Hi, Z. So, to the best of my knowledge, the case is that Detective Goodman had originally died in the evidence room. The evidence room was cleaned up. Then Marshall steps in and tries to steal from the evidence locker, but it's already, you know, cleaned out. And then... yeah, but I showed him, like, a bunch of stuff and it didn't seem to work. Do you think we should show him more stuff? Alright. Yeah, me too. I know this is how we continue, I just don't know what to show him yet. Oh, wait a minute. Am I being silly about something? That's right. There was a big deal about him dropping something earlier, and it totally slipped my mind. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him, I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's fallen to the ground. Hold on, first let me see what this girl's doing, crawling around at my feet. He didn't even look. What? Letter of If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, Letter of Resignation. Yeah, right? It literally was like dead center. They even talked about it and everything, and it friggin' slipped my mind. At least I remembered to come back to it. I was really going through all the events, too. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, Mr. Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of this is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for something. Oh, now that guaranteed will let us in. Cause our guy will risk his job for Edgeworth. Alright, bud. Here.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious.
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence, but we betrayed him.
Detective.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But...
Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that if someone found out. They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright, Detective. Thank you. I love blurry text. Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he? Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. Look, his eyes are half shut. Yeah, and his mouth is half open. Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch. And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. Oh, goodness. Aw, but he's such a kind guy. Here it goes, Mr. Wright. We're in. Hacker voice. I'm in. We're in. If anyone finds us now. Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Ah, Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking around on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too.
If you're here, then what's the point in you giving us your ID card? Rushed. I don't know why we crushed it.
Hey, don't do that to my card.
That was kind of messed up.
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now, come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. It seems like it. I know I am. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see. So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's here every morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get a bit on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think, Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's better I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again.
Oh, poor guy. Let's start left and then go right.
Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside.
This is the 15th floor.
I know, I was just saying.
Saying what?
Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. You know, aim for the bushes.
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of self-destructive dreams. So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired. Don't say that. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey, this is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
This is Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana has always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone still keeps it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends were made out of.
Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
After receiving his awards trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here, then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think?
The Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of the entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in his ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment? Literally, huh? But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point. I like that he keeps asking, like, oh, you've been swimming lately? This mark looks like some kind of flower.
Where it is, it's designed after the insignia on the prosecutor's badge.
Prosecutor's badge?
Yeah, like that one hanging from your collar.
What? They have badges too?
The design's supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system.
Now that you mention it, it does look pretty pointy and kind of painful. But Mr. Edgeworth never wears a badge.
That's because he's a sharp dresser. A badge like that wouldn't go too well with his outfit.
So, sharp dressers don't need to wear badges?
I guess everyone just kind of lets it slide.
I don't see how that's supposed to signify severe punishment. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gian's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier,
Oh, it's you.
Chief Gant, he put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the lists run twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
SL9 incident? I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I said I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-size list of evidence. The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Oh, I can investigate it again. Wow, look at the size of the desk. We found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We better look a little more into this list. Sure. What the hell? Ah. There we go. I wonder what this is. Looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. Isn't that the one that she drew? Wait a sec. What is he holding? Kind of weird to stand like that with like your arm on someone's shoulder like that, you know? Weird. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons?
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it, I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. Oh no. Oh wait, yeah, it did change. It went from green to blue. Awesome. You don't have any taxes to pay. You're 16. You don't even have a job yet.
Shh, be careful what you say. Who knows, the chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code. A code needs to be entered into the panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what that is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's...
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Bingo. What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean... that ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Sure.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's
A shard from a broken cup.
This somehow feels familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that there was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint and a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great, now I have to prove their relevancy to him? How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's gotta be some way to show him. Leather cloth, huh? Like his vest?
If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information, so that's why I have to get all of this out of my system now. You understand, don't you?
Don't be so negative, Detective. We do want you to share your information, though.
Ah, who am I fooling? I've never had anything useful to share to begin with.
Got to stay positive. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put it together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kinda early to be nostalgic, don't you think? Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had the SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells, you know? That fragment we just found?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yeah, that one. That was... yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I could piece this together again, that'll prove that Chief Gant was hiding evidence knowingly. Goodness, my dyslexia is acting up. Here goes. There. It fits like a charm. That of course means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But...
Hey guys, get a load of this.
what is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain.
Huh. Looks like blood.
This piece the chief has is different, though. The blood stains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one's a line.
That is odd.
Huh. I wonder. His desk is gonna be all slimy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Okay.
I feel a lot better now that this jar's complete.
But it only raises another question. What was a piece of it doing in the chief's safe?
More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for anyway?
I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. So now I have to prove leathery cloth or whatever?
That's the ID card record, isn't it?
Yes, there's only one number left to investigate. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.
777777777.
That's one 7 too many, Detective. Maybe if I present the fingerprint thingy? I really don't know. Oh, I was trying to present it to him. Present. Present. Yes! Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
It's a great idea, Detective.
All right, go to town. What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth that we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom?
I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright. What? No. How could this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh?
Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. What the hell are her fingerprints doing?
Hey, you, over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from her for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant,
we didn't think you'd be back so soon.
fortunately I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir.
We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You, with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright.
Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits, but no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Maya did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Big-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I am protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The person I am supposedly so frightened of? What is this person's name? Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you tell me a little more about what you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before the Board of Inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, those are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant's? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of the investigation. Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. I just found this in a safe in the Chief's office. This jar piece, and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty for murder? Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly expect me to tell you all of that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate.
In the murder of Detective Goodman?
Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it.
What? The knife from the SL9 incident? Serial killer Joe Dark's knife?
I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
That would be Edgeworth's knife.
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoe as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
Miss Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible.
So you hid Dark's knife?
The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with it.
So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Right, then I called my sister. To tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust, or at least I thought I could, at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems that he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But, Lana...
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial? There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago.